So data and data standards are important to talk about too. It's really the most cited barrier to doing more work on reconciliation, equity, diversity, and inclusion. And it's this lack of data to provide the evidence for policy and program changes. This was the barrier that was most referenced at the December workshop. People feel there's a lack of clear standards for ready data collection, issues associated with aggregation, degree of disaggregation, consistency, and appropriate categories and definitions, as well as a lack of standardized approaches for privacy and what the data can be used for. This is very important, and there's some progress being made, but I'd like to challenge us not to let the lack of data be a barrier to trying new things. Frankly, underrepresented communities have been telling us for years what they need for better participation, and much of that is covered in this presentation. The timeframe for action and the timeframe for data are unfortunately not well aligned. Next slide, please. So this is a point around representation. So a key driver for more diverse project teams is more representation in decision-making. And so by this, I mean the evaluation teams, the selection committees, and the program management teams. In the medium term, our diversity and inclusion practices in hiring and career development will increase the diversity in our selection committees and program teams, but we can continue to deepen representation in the expert review panels immediately. In our work to recruit, evaluate, and recommend expert reviewers, we develop experience criteria that we evaluate against applicants against, but then we make our recommendations from our top candidates based on diversity factors. Another important point here is to challenge our unconscious bias around the definition of experts and how that plays into compensation. We recently worked with one program to effect policy change to bridge the compensation gap for reviewers between traditional Western expertise and the expertise that Indigenous evaluators bring to the table.